Hey, sit down. You behave. We're working. What up, Johnny? Here's our attic access. Look under the house.
Not yet.
This thing.
But it doesn't look like it's been open.
Oh, here's some breakers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Fucking retard.
Alright. Mask time. Yeah, we didn't wear masks as much as we should have on the last job, and I think me and Alex both got sick because of it.
Hit it.
It's on.
That's not it. Nope.
That's not it?
Nope.
God damn it. Bam. Bam.
Did you say gas is off?
Gas is off.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Completely off. So it's tagged out like by the city, it looks like.
Yeah.
So they can't even turn it on if they wanted to. They used to make them beefier, dude.
You are daring. That's what I'm gonna say right now.
Me?
It's heavy as fuck, dude.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I see it.
Huh? Yeah, this side first is fine. Okay, pause. I'll come up.
Alright.
Look at me. Always get myself every day. Was the light on? No?
No.
Our light is not working. Lovely. Once again, we are waiting on Ferguson to deliver this equipment. It was scheduled for 10 to 11 a.m. delivery, and it's 11. I called Ferguson and they said they forgot and they're gonna have to try and schedule the delivery with the courier service. Look, got our units. Noon.
Oh, fuck you.
It's recording you. Take this coil out, get it up into this attic a little bit easier.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, just set it down where Johnny's at and do the motor second. Okay, I got a hand on it. Wow, that fits so nicely. There's our coil. The coil's so light.
It is. It's a nice coil.
Have you ever messed up a coil?
Yeah.
I messed up a brand new coil. Well, my helper did.
Yeah, it broke the pan.
He broke a capillary tube.
Oh, that's it.
This one doesn't even have tracks.
Yeah, there's no drag.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What is it?
We can't save that.
Why the fuck did they do that? Like, they literally looked at this.
Okay.
This is custom too, huh?
Yeah, I custom ordered all this.
Yeah, so that's... Yeah,
Okay, well, they're getting a call. Going up there. I'll go check. How we looking, Johnny?
we're there.
We're there?
My fucking face was in that damn corner over there. I thought I was gonna have just enough to not do that. I was wrong.
Good day at work, Johnny?
Always.
Good day at work. We got all of our duct work that we mapped out yesterday. We're gonna add one here, add one here.
You gotta be honest, tell them that we did design it, but it's all new again.
So here's the problem. We have this one here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. Right there, that's a duct. And that was abandoned. Our estimate was to replace everything as is. We didn't include adding a duct in here. Really, we didn't include adding a duct, any ducts over there either. The problem is The previous system was sized for a 2-ton unit to air all of this stuff, but not this room. They abandoned that duct. And so now we're gonna actually downsize most of our other ducts a little bit to compensate for adding a duct here, so that way everywhere still gets good airflow. We talked to them about it. I told them, hey, like, we could leave this abandoned if you'd like, and so we could still do it for the same price, or we could add a duct in here and we'll just charge you basically material costs. You got to get 4 reducers, another TY, another can, another register, and 1 more length of duct. We're charging them an extra $300 to do that. That's very reasonable. Good Lord, dude.
Yeah.
Good fucking God.
That was
This attic had a rat infestation, so we're working in suboptimal conditions. We've been doing a lot of installs lately, and it seems like our suppliers are all kind of messing up on their delivery schedule. It's not even summertime. Never had issues with deliveries in the past, but primarily Ferguson. I am tired. I'm really bad at drinking water. I need to start bringing water. Well, that's a wrap, and we'll be back tomorrow.
We're gonna find out tomorrow that there's no 14-inch fucking 90s in all of California or something. Like, I swear, that's our.
You do 4 flares, and then your hands are just dead, dude.
Dead. Frappe was a shitty idea.
Huh?
The frappe I bought was a terrible idea.
Seconds, but still. Bleeding out our nitrogen here. Just close these open. So we just got the micron gauge hooked up. It's been running for like 10 minutes or so, but probably just gonna do our first break right now. Oh yeah. I think it's probably already at like, well, this is the close side. That's what we gotta remember. So this number's gonna be a little bit deceiving, but we're probably already at like 500 microns. We'll just give it 3 breaks to make sure it's nice and clean. And yeah. So everything is positive pressure right now still, so nothing should really come out from me, go in from me doing that. This. So we're still slightly positive, so we'll do this real slow. Real nice to our vacuum. We'll just let this thing pull down for a little bit. See what it does when we close her off. Goes up a little bit. 130. I mean, this is like basically no decay. It went up from 120 to 130 right when we closed it. No decay here. All right, per this table, right here, we need 2.7 ounces per each additional 5 feet. And it comes out to like 14 ounces or something. I did the math. I like to add just a teensy bit extra. That way, if there's a micro leak that forms in the next 5 years, it goes unnoticed. It's a non-issue then. I already know some guys are gonna say that's wrong, but I don't really care. We're in San Diego. This thing holds 5 pounds. We're adding about an extra pound. So if we add maybe like an additional like 2 or 3 ounces, it's not gonna hurt anything. This thing is, I mean, the hottest it's gonna get right here is gonna be like 90 degrees. So it's not like this thing, and I mean, we got the clearance we need. So it's not like this thing is gonna be in overdrive ever. There we go. So it's got like an extra 3 ounces about. Go ahead. Tell Mitsubishi, tell the EPA, tell whoever you want. We got some final straps going up on here, and we are
Pretty much done.
finishing up. Yes, sir. This install is done except for starting up, and then we're gonna do all of our registers tomorrow. So because we're just gonna let this caulk dry. We get given a little bit of flack sometimes. People say we take too long on our jobs. I'm the one who pays the bills, so we take a little bit longer on a job. It really doesn't bother me, guys. People watch these and they can say, oh, you took an extra day on this job. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm the one who pays payroll. I'm the one that manages everything. Maybe there's other guys out there who have as few warranties as us, but I don't think there's anybody who has fewer. We are running in heat now. We already did our cool test. This is heat, so nice and quiet. Band wireless MXK2. We'll start with job costs. How much did we charge for this job? What was my cost on it? The quoted price was $13,400. Recently became a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer. So I'm trying to push a little bit of Mitsubishi product, and anybody who's done any Mitsubishi in the last little bit, I've given $800 off to. It's not like one of those mark it up, mark it down gimmicks, just $800 off. For the equipment and the thermostat was somewhere in the ballpark of like 47 or 4,800 bucks. It is not cheap equipment. So for ductwork, I think we probably paid about $1,500 to $1,800 in materials. I'm hiking a little bit right now with Raina. There she is. You're for the freeway. Sorry about that. We did a couple freebies for the homeowner. I didn't even tell him about one of them. We upsized the return. It only had a 12-inch return for a 2-ton system before. Now we put on a 14. So I quoted $13,400 with an $800 discount. The duct replacement was quoted as is. His guys that he had on site had ripped out one of the duct runs, and he was like, yeah, I want one in the bathroom and one in this area. And I was like, okay, well, this is not replacing as is. There's no can and register for us to reuse here. I was like, either you can have your guys cut in a new register on this brand new drywall they put in, or you can have us do it. And I told him it was gonna be 150 bucks, and he was honestly pretty upset about that. And I was like, dude, come on. He was trying to act like I was scamming him. His exact words were $150 to cut a hole. And I was like, dude, it's not that simple. One of the rooms just didn't have a duct run. It had been ripped out at one point. And so I came to him and I was like, hey dude, like the old homeowners clearly did not care to have this room have air. And I said, hey dude, look, if you want to add air into this room, we can do that. But ideally we would downsize a bunch of these other ducts. If you want us to do that, requires another run of duct, another start collar, another, all this other stuff. And then we're gonna downsize some of your other ducts so that we keep the airflow distribution proper. I was like, you don't have to do that. Obviously we would recommend it. And he was like, okay, so how much to do all that? And I told him 300 bucks. And he complained so hard again. This is changing our scope of work. This is not what was quoted, and you do not have to do it. This is an optional thing, and this is literally our material cost to do it. We're not charging you labor. And he agreed to do it. So 300 bucks for that one, 150 bucks for the other one. That brought it to $13,050. At the very end of the job, we got blamed for some damage to the fridge. It's really a he said, she said kind of thing. They're saying that Alex dropped something on the fridge. Alex is saying he didn't. We're gonna replace the fridge door for him. That's an $800 repair we're gonna eat. That brings our $13,050 down to $12,250. I don't know all the details about it, but about 25 years ago, the city of San Diego, this beautiful city that we're looking at right now, maybe someone local here, if they know more about the situation, they can correct me on anything I'm wrong on, but the city diverted the routes that the planes take, and there's different points in this video where you can just hear the planes coming through. I tried to cut out as much of that as I could. The city came out with a program called the Quieter Home Program. If your home decibel levels above a certain point, we will come in and do whatever it takes to get it below a certain point. And in this home's case, one thing that they did that made our life a little bit more difficult is they actually added a drywall air gap. So they put on a metal brackets, they screwed them onto the plaster, and then added a second layer of drywall. So there's like a 1.5 inch gap, plaster and lath, gap, drywall. That made our life a lot more difficult as far as sealing the registers. We just like filled that layer with caulk. We used like 5 tubes of caulk. We didn't really want to throw our registers up there and then have them get stuck. So we just let that dry. That's why we came back on Friday to trim it. We were only there for like an hour and a half trimming it. Alex and Johnny were the ones that went out there. This was an escrow inspection, so this guy bought the home. I never set foot in the attic. I had about like 50 pictures to go off of, and then several conversations with the new homeowner. Alex and Johnny told me, they were like, hey, this attic had a rat issue. I've been in attics with rat issues before. I've never been in one that was this bad. Maybe I have, but not to do an install. This one was really, really bad. The minute you stepped in the attic, it smelled like rat piss. There were dead rats in the ductwork when we were ripping it out. If I would have known how bad it was, I would have told him that he would have had to replace the insulation and do a clean out of his attic. I would not do that job over again without replacing the insulations. That's a wrap on this job summary. I did underquote this job. It's really hard to price jobs, guys. It's like you look at a job and you say, hey, we should be able to charge this much money and make a killing, and then you do the job. And I mean, I guess I understand why big companies are charging so much more nowadays. So the more of this I do for myself, the more I feel like I have to charge, because it's like we're grinding, we're doing all this work, and then at the end of the week I look around and I'm like, where the fuck is the money?